League. We are still live at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum. I am Mikey Abueg, your courtside reporter for Games 3 and 4, together with our panel, Ken Pangilinan and Jelina Lucenio. Ngayon, tingnan nga natin ano pa nga ba ang ating mga matches for today. Pinangunahan na nga yan kanina ng UP who won against Mapua in 3 straight sets. And sa ating game 2 naman, the CSB Lady Blazers finally got the win here in the Shakey Super League against the San Juan Letran. And now naman, for 3 p.m., it's going to be the Adamson Lady Falcons and the EAC Lady Generals. And later at 5:30, kukumpleto sa Pool B, it's the UST Golden Tigresses and the LPU Lady Pirates. Kaya naman sobrang exciting nga dito sa Shakey Super League. Let us first take a look back kung ano nga ba ang ating mga top plays from last week.
Was dug by Fomento. Good read by EAC. Batabañana just wanting to finish this set and finally getting another point. And ang bilis nilang tinapos etong laro na to. You have to give credit to everyone.
And Brianna Nang doing it from the service line. Good serve once again, but Coring putting it away.
And a response coming from Sheena Turing. Better communication between the centers.
This time sending this one to Lalong Isip. Solitary block. Tubo, of course, made that happen. A kill from Trisha Tubo, giving them their second set win for this match.
Good jump serve. AC Minor with a running attack. Hinabol doon. Great recovery here by NU. Chance ball for Ateneo. Minor once again. This time, she won't be denied.
That was a great attack coming from AC Minor. Really rattling the defense of NU.
Ateneo keeping in step with NU here. Belen, this time she won't be denied.
Great attack coming from Della Belen.
And NU now is up 16-14.
At ayan na nga, sobrang powerful ng mga plays talaga from our players from last week. And of course, a player who stood out among the rest from last week is from the Perpetual Health Lady Altas, Mary Rose Dapol, kung saan siya nga ay ang kaisa-isang NCAA team na nag-advance na sa next round. So tingnan nga natin, will she be able to lead the Lady Altas in their coming games for the next round? Tingnan natin if they will be able to sustain their winning streak against the UAAP schools. So ayan na nga, tingnan natin. Mary Rose Dapol was the player of the week with 7 points, 4 attacks, and 3 aces against Mapua yan last week. So let's see, will she be able to sustain such an amazing performance in their coming games? And now, tingnan naman natin saan natin mapapanood ang ating Shakey Super League. So we can watch the games live on Facebook and TikTok at Shakey Super League and on Facebook at Shakey's PH. We also have on Facebook at My Plus Network and at Plus Network 2020 on YouTube. Meron din tayong next day broadcast on TV on IBC 13 and Solar Sports. So let's see, who do you think will be prevailing against will it be the Adamson Lady Falcons or the EAC Generals?
"30 games down, 2 more to go as we wind down the preliminary round here at the Shakey Super League. Earlier on, UP defeated Mapua to finish at the top of Group A, while CSB ended their stint with a win over Letran. Now it's time for our third game of our quadruple header. It's the EAC Lady Generals trying to pay spoilers here, going up against a team looking to book their place into the next round, the Adamson Lady Falcons. Hello everyone who's watching us live on the Plus Network digital platforms and also on our Shakey Super League Facebook page. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan, and working with me for the very first time, former NU Lady Bulldog and fresh grad lang, si Jeline Lucenio. Hello, Jeline.
Hello, Kuya Ken. Today's a very exciting day, and it just doesn't end there since we still have the last 2 games for our preliminary rounds.
That's right. So unahin na natin itong laban ng EAC kontra Adamson as we take a look at our team standings as we start off our Shakey's pre-huddle of the game. As we see here, ito nga, nakita na natin, kompleto na yung Pool A, C, and D. The top 2 teams already there on your screens. Ang hinihintay na lang, yung dalawang kupunan from Pool B who will advance to the next round and join DLSU and FEU in Pool F. And of course, itong EAC in their last match just last week, another tough outing against UST. The firepower of itong Golden Tigresses was just too much for the Lady Generals.
Well, EAC looks like a promising team that we have to talagang subaybayan natin in the near future. Since they have good defense, they also have good plays that they could be at work.
And one of those girls na talagang inaasahan naman para dito sa Lady Generals is Kat Almasan, leading the way, also a reliable scorer para dito ay Coach Rod Palmero.
Well, Catherine Almazan, she has been consistent since their first game, contributing a lot, keeping the fire for the team, and she's one of those people that we really have to look forward here in this tournament.
So tignan natin if she could sustain her performance here. Samantala, punta naman tayo sa kabilang dako, the Adamson Lady Falcons who lost their opening match against UST 5-setter. Very first match nila yan, but bouncing back with back-to-back wins against San Sebastian and just last week against the LPU Lady Pirates.
Well, the Adamson Lady Falcons is also a strong competitor here in this competition. I think that game against UST was really a big wake-up call for them to recuperate and do more improvements in their system.
And of course, one girl na titignan din natin dyan is Kate Santiago. Of course, they pride themselves for having multiple players who could contribute. Pero ito si Kate Santiago talagang nagpakitang gilas in their last game.
She is really one of those who stepped up for her team, and I think we have a lot more to see here on today's game from Kate Santiago.
So Kate Santiago, Tresha Tubu, Lucille Almonte, mga dapat asahan natin para dito sa Adamson Lady Falcons. Of course, for the EAC Lady Generals, we've mentioned about Kat Almasan. Titignan din natin Check Reyes, of course, yung 1-2 punch nitong EAC. And of course, tignan natin, dahil nga for Adamson, it's gonna be a crucial one for them. One more win for them will book them a place in the next round. So, EAC kontra Adamson in just a bit. Don't go away.
Good afternoon, volleyball fans. Once again, welcome to the Rizal Memorial Coliseum here in the city of Manila. This is the Shakey Super League 2022 Preseason Championship. Let us now meet our protagonists for this third game. Ladies and gentlemen, Adamson University Lady Falcons, led by their team captain number 7, Louis Romero. First libero number 10, Karen Verdeflor. Make way for their teammates number 4, Angge Alcantara. Number 6, Mea Nuike. Number 8, AA Adolfo. Number 9, Kate Santiago. Number 11, Riza Cruz. Number 12, Trisha Tubu. Number 13, April Tagsip. Number 15, Ayesha Huegos. Number 16, Rochelle Lalong Isip. Number 17, Lucille Almonte. Number 18, Lorin Toring. And their second libero is number 2, Kay Lazo. And now make some noise for the Emilio Aguinaldo College Lady Generals. Led by their team captain, number 13, Kat Almazan. First libero, number 4, Ina Banyares. Number 1, Roan Manlapas. Number 2, Jen Omapas. Number 5, Jaja Villena. Number 6, Marge Napal. Number 7, Check Reyes. Number 11, Ada Gallardes. Number 12, Ann Formento. Number 15, Mardy Vendeville. Number 17, Aliana Quijano. Number 18, Alex Rezonable. And their second libero is number 8, Alex Salvalosa. And now introducing our officials for match number 6. First referee, Antonio Espartero, national referee. Second referee, Philip Nunez, national referee. Let us now meet the starting 6 for both teams. First, for the Emilio Aguinaldo College Lady Generals. Opposite hitter number 1, Roan Manlapas. Middle blocker number 2, Jen Omapas. Another middle blocker number 5, Jaja Villena. Outside hitter number 7, Check Reyes. Setter number 12, Ann Formento. Outside hitter, team captain number 13, Kat Almazan. And their starting libero is number 4, Ina Banyares. Head coach of the Lady Generals is Rodrigo Palmero. And now the starters for Adamson University Lady Falcons. Setter team captain number 7, Louis Romero. Outside hitter number 9, Kate Santiago. Middle blocker number 11, Riza Cruz. Opposite hitter number 12, Trisha Tubu. Outside hitter number 17, Lucille Almonte. Middle blocker number 18, Lorin Toring. And their starting libero is number 10, Karen Verdeflor. Coaching the Lady Falcons is Jerry Yee.
Starting 6 for both teams. For EAC, you see there, led by the dynamic duo of team captain Kat Almasan and Check Reyes with Ina Banyares as their starting libero. Samantala naman for Adamson, a familiar starting 6 for Coach Jerry here. And so titingnan natin Adamson, of course, trying to book their third straight win and book their place in the next round. Kat Almasan, meanwhile, trying to lead her team to the promised land dahil nga wala pa silang panalo dito. They're trying to end their campaign on a high note. So it's Adamson in dark blue, EAC in white, as this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. When we look at Adamson, as yun nga, Tubu scoring on their first attempt.
And I think that was a lucky shot actually, because hindi na siya nasa tamang posisyon dun kanina, and then the set was a little bit over. That's a good start.
So going back to them, Jeline, so of course you have Tubu at the opposite position. Pero meron ka rin Kate Santiago who's also a lefty sa open position naman. So it's a unique lineup para dito kay Coach Jerry.
Yeah, and I think he's really trying to secure that spot, starting with a really solid 6 here for the last game in the preliminaries.
We highlighted ito Kate Santiago in our pre-game. Now serving. Almonte. Good dig there by Banyares. Check Reyes trying to go down the line, but it's out.
That was a good play actually. Hindi nabasa masyado ng Adamson na bumulo yung set. It was gonna be down the line, but just a little bit longer than expected.
So ito si Kate Santiago in their last UAP campaign actually started in their very first game, pero na-bench siya in succeeding games. Tapos she gained an opportunity to go back to the starting 6. Doon nag-eksperimento si Coach Lerman na si Lucille Almonte as libero. That opened up a spot para dito kay Kate Santiago. And since then, really performed really well for Adamson.
But I think during those times that she had a break, I think she worked on herself really well, knowing her her menial parts and then just working until she's gotten the trust of her coaches now.
EAC meanwhile on board, and that time getting that block.
That was a good block, good penetration there on the net.
And you mentioned din, Jeline, nakita mo na itong EAC in practice.
Yeah.
They had a tune-up match against the NU girls squad.
Yeah.
What impressed you the most so far dito sa Lady Generals?
Well, actually, it was really impressive how they handled their ball control and how they actually managed their defense. They have good endurance since it was a very long game.
It's gonna be a tough outing for them, especially Trisha Tubu starting out strong once again for Adamson. So 4-2 ang ating talaan. Adamson finished 8-6 in the elimination round, tied for 4th. So natalo lang sila in that playoff match against Ateneo in 5 sets. And actually yung 5th set, umextend pa yun.
Yeah, that was a very heart-thrilling game. Lahat parang nanood nun eh. Parang nobody wanted to miss that. Definitely, that was a point right there that we don't want to miss.
Si Kat Almasan, ayaw rin magpatalo dito. Louie Romero, of course, just finished second behind Camila Lamina as the best setter in the UAP Season 84. But EAC just trailing by 1 point here. Gaja Villena with that familiar jump serve. Tubo!
You know, this spiker right here could jump and she could see the holes right there in the other court, and she just gets every opportunity to score.
Samahin naman yung Trisha Tubo. Ang hilig niya sa ganyang angle eh.
Yeah.
That's tough to cover if you're the opposing team. For Mento, she goes to Almasan. Romero to Almonte, off the block it goes.
Good play right there from Adamson. Good ball distribution from Romero.
Take a look once again at that thunderous spike galing dito kay Nyat Almonte. 6 serving free. And she goes to Omapas this time. Romero back to Tubo. This time she goes to Manlapas. Trying for a quick there. Almasan. And she takes it there.
Now you see what I say about they have good defense. Kasi hindi madali-dali lang ng Adamson makakuha ng point. That there in that rally.
Ito maganda pa dito, nasi-set up nila ng maayos so far. Ito si Kat Almasan, who's one of their leading scorers.
And both teams right now are playing really calm actually.
Romero, hinabol yung bola. Almonte off speed.
That was a smart play. Nakita niya umatras na si Almazan. But there, she got a chance right there and got a point.
Mention nga ito si Lucille Almonte. Very tough transition for her in the UAP Season 84. Actually, nagulat siya in the middle of that season. Kinonvert siya into a libero, but that time, a good serve, which brings us to our first technical timeout. Lamang dito ang Adamson, 8-4. As we take a look here at that impressive Almonte serve, and it's brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. We'll be back, don't go away.
Adamson Lady Falcons have shared with me that they have been facing a very busy schedule the past week. But of course, I asked them, how did they prepare in this crucial match? And team captain Louie Romero told me that it all starts with discipline. Na kahit daw maliliit na bagay, talagang wino-work on pa rin nila to ensure their continuous improvement. They know that they really have to win this match to get into the next round. So let's see, will the Lady Falcons showcase themselves today to advance in the Shakey Super League? Back to the panel.
Thank you, Mikey. Jeline, minention ni Mikey yung mga little things. Like, ikaw as a player, ano pa yung mga little things na wino-work on usually ng mga teams?
I think yung mga ganun are like communication. First of all, it's very important that if you're a volleyball player, you're good at communication. And then it's your form. Kasi when everything is like hazy, pag masyadong overwhelming na, you always go back to the basic, which is one of those little things na turns out to be a big thing.
That's right. So, di mo pwede i-take for granted yung mga ganyang bagay, especially you're playing at this level. But right now, Adamson up by 6. Santiago. Almasan muli. And Almonte that was Romero rather, trying for the 1-2. Santiago off speed. Dug up well there by Almasan. Ito, chance ball for the Lady Generals. And Formento, dikit sa net. She goes to check Reyes from the back, and that's gonna be out.
This is another exciting rally. Good defense from both teams. But the last ball placement right there, masyado lang siyang mahaba for EAC. But that was a good try actually.
Lucille Almonte, a sports science student from Davao City. Doing wonders so far from the service line. Almasan, tinawid na lang ang bola doon.
Romero was trying to save that for her team, but she was just a step short.
And let's take at that cool play of the set, brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Kat Almasan so far leading her team in scoring with 3 points. Turing, quick play there.
Turing just being too fast for the EAC Generals.
So Turing, 22 years old, standing 5'11". And makita natin itong Adamson, not really known for their tall players.
Yeah.
Kumbaga ito si Honey Turing, easily their tallest. At least the starting 6 nila. At that time, a running attack there by Jen Papas.
Turing saw that on her defense, pero nagkamali lang siya ng galaw. Pero naisip niya siguro ba't hindi niya na-execute.
So Jen Omapas, 22 years old. When our NCAA started in some of their games. But meanwhile, that hammer thrown down there by Kate Santiago.
And now we could see that Kate Santiago is just on a roll.
Makikita mo, she's really trying to fill in the shoes left by the departure of Trisha Genesis.
Yeah, since Trisha Genesis was really one of their go-to players during that time. And then, actually, they're making it feel like parang hindi lang siya nawala. Or some type of compensation for that.
Ako kumbaga collective effort din naman eh.
Yeah.
Kumbaga yung trying to fill in that role. But Kate Santiago so far doing a valiant effort. But meanwhile, Adamson scores another point via that attack error. Check Reyes was actually one of their leading scorers. Medyo nangangapa pa dito early on for EAC. Now Louis Romero. Another good serve. Formento. Punta kay Kat Almasan. Off the block it goes.
Didn't get a cover for that one from the block.
So, Jilin, ito si Kat Almasan. Nakailan na dito? Ano ba yung nakaka-impress sa kanya so far sa nakikita mo?
Well, as seeing her playing here right now, nakikita ko talaga yung intent and then yung parang fire sa it doesn't matter ilan yung labang or it doesn't matter kung ilan yung hakabulin natin. Basta maglaro tayo. It's like, she's playing really for the team and for herself.
So nakikita mo talagang trying to be a leader as their team captain. Another good serve. So it's a free ball para dito sa EAC. Formento, saan siya pupunta? She goes to check Reyes. Dug up well. Santiago. Another chance for the Lady Generals. Check Reyes once again. And this time, she's successful there.
Almonte just misread that one. Akala niya siguro it was going to be a good overhead pass, but it was a little bit short.
And Formento with that signature sapin sa likod. But doing a good job so far. Serving. Santiago this time from the right. And it's an error. Net touch kontra dito sa EAC.
Those errors are there you could easily commit, especially pag manggigigil ka. Alam mo yung spiker mo, it's gonna be a strong one or masilip. So you try to penetrate it and then parang nagigigil ka, matatouch mo talaga yung net.
And again, Adamson with the point. Another attack error para dito sa EAC as we head into our second technical timeout ng mga Adamson, 16-9.
You're still here with us in Up Live. Hello naman sa ating mga viewers out there. Meron tayong 260 viewers sa Up Live. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hi guys! Kamusta naman kayo?
Wag niyong kakalimutan, of course, mag-follow. Paano ba mag-download ng Up Live application?
Napakadali lang yan, Daphne. You just go on the App Store or Google Store, download Up Live or just search up Live and download it. Log in na rin and sign up so you can follow more of our chatter on Up Live on @Plus Network.
Yes, wag niyong kakalimutan mag-follow. But for now, let's go back for our set number 1.
You saw there Daphne Cristobal and Kristen Chua hosting ang ating Up Live. So to download Up Live, type on your browser teenurl.com/uplivessl and it will automatically bring you to Google Play or the App Store. You can also scan the QR code using your smartphone. 7-point lead by Adamson. Make that 8 courtesy of that attack. Para dito kay Risa Cruz.
Dikit na yun sa net. She just grabbed the opportunity. Took that point.
Adamson in command so far. Remember, they're trying to book a place in the next round. Kung saan makakalaban nila doon ang DLSU and FEU. And look at that. Impressive play once again para sa Lady Falcons.
You could see the blockers were just spread all throughout, but she still got it. She got it to check out because it was a strong spike.
Nalito nila doon yung blockers nitong EAC with that impressive play. Formento pumunta kay Check Reyes. Check once again and she hits that spot in zone 5.
It's a little bit of misunderstanding between Kate Santiago and Lazo there. nagtinginan sila. Sino yung kukuha ng bola?
Jack Reyes from San Pedro, Laguna. Started playing volleyball at the age of 11 years old. And you could imagine yung skill level niya ever since. Ibang klase rin. As well as this girl, Kat Almasan. Romero sets up Almonte. You can see here Lucille Almonte enjoying her more defined role this time under Coach Jerry Yee.
And you could really say that experience plays a very big role in playing very competitive in a higher competitive stage in volleyball.
Formento, punta ulit kay Almasan. Siya naman ang off-the-block hit doon.
See right there, she had two blockers. Alam niya, dalawa na yung blocker niya, pero tinodo niya pa. That's very impressive.
And actually, for both teams, talagang sinusubukan lang yung blockers ng isa't isa so far. Jaja Villena will see that familiar jump serve once again of their veterans. Romero, punta kay Almonte. Almasan from the back, nabitin doon.
Malayo pa siya sa net. Hindi niya i-clip, but she should have went long.
So monitoring. Trisha Tubu now at the service line. Will turn 22 ngayong darating na Lunes. So advance happy birthday Trisha Tubu, but Kat Almasan, yung birthday celebrant naman last week. Scoring there.
Sabi niya, Trisha, sa Monday pa yung birthday niya. Ako muna.
Oh. Siya daw kasi last Monday. She turned 23 years old last October 17. Talking about ito si Kat Almasan. So actually maraming may birthday ngayong October, no? Of course, if you tune in first two games kanina, our anchor Sheila Salaysay celebrating her birthday today. But meanwhile, look at that hit there by Jenny Umapas. And this block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
Both teams don't really have very tall players, but they're really good in defense in the net.
Yung timing eh.
Yeah.
Minsan it's not about the height, it's about the timing, how well you read yung opensa ng kalaban. Almasan, trying off the block hit once again. Almonte sa kaliwa. Good dig there. Kat. Santiago hinabol ang bola, so it's gonna be a free ball once again for the white shirts. Formento, pumunta kay Umapas. Almonte, ginawa ng paraan. Mad scramble here. We're having a good rally so far. Turing. We've talked about yung floor defense itong EAC. So far, we're seeing it. Banyares with a good dig. Almasan. Turing sa gitna. Nakahanap ng pwesto doon.
That was a good tip from Turing. She saw that nag-forward na to taga-depensa ng EAC, and then boom, she just went for a power tip.
So it's now 21 serving 13. Formento, she goes to check Reyes. Hindi niya naitawid yung bola doon. So commanding 9-point lead for Adamson, 22-13. Formento. Bumalik ulit siya kay Check Reyes. Turing getting that hit there.
That was another good point from Turing. Nagka one-on-one sila na from EAC right there. Takot, sabi niya. Puputos ko to.
To double-digit lead now for the Lady Falcons. Formento, punta kay Umapas. And that time, lumabas yung block nitong Adamson.
Bumawi na sila from that block against Turing.
Kat Almasan once scored 30 points. Actually back in NCAA season 95, just before the pandemic. When they won against San Sebastian.
And now Adamson at set point. 24-14.
They're off to a strong start here in the first set, and they're going to finish it strong.
The cousin of Sheena Turing, Loreen Turing. For Sheena playing for the NU Lady Bulldogs. For Mento, back set. Hindi sila nagkaintindihan doon ni Kat. Risa Cruz trying for the quick, and it's successful.
That was good team effort from EAC, but that was just a little bit short.
So EAC a valiant effort, but itong Adamson winning the first set 25-14. Set 2 in just a bit, don't go away. Here, a good-sized crowd watching itong laban ng EAC Lady Generals kontra sa Adamson Lady Falcons as we take a look at our Shakey's face of the game, brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Well, she's enjoying this game.
Yeah.
Sana pa pizza naman siya mamaya, no? But take a look at our set 1 highlights. Pinangunahan dito ni Trisha Tubo, as always, a strong start para dito sa hometown favorite ng Tarlac. Lucille Almonte as well had her moments here. EAC hindi rin naman nagpahuli because Kat Almasan and Check Reyes trying to stymie the tide para dito sa Lady Generals. But you see here, Kate Santiago. Makikita mo nga dito, Jeline, so many players contributing para dito sa Lady Falcons.
Well, we can see that Rui Romero proving why she's a top setter with good ball distribution, just allowing everybody to contribute.
So lahat talaga pinapalo niya yun in that set. And that's why itong Adamson Lady Falcons winning it 25-14. So the all-to-play rule in effect. So panibagong 6 sa magkabilang kupunan. So we'll see new faces here. See here Vendeville, and ito si Alex Resonable, si Gallardes din. Meanwhile for Adamson, you see there si Adolfo, Kat Almasan also in. So for EAC kasi they don't have that 14 players, so may pwede mag-rotate, di ba? Of course, they're missing the services of Alex Alvalosa, the best libero nung nakang NCAA season 97. And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken mojos now. But you know, despite losing the services nitong si Alex Alvalosa, you've mentioned nga, napakaganda talaga ng floor defense itong EAC Lady Generals.
Yeah, everybody is contributing really well to how they do their defense. Kasi parang, alam mo yun, nakakapa nila yung isa't isa. Kahit hindi sila magsalita. Only one that could see that right here.
Saan makita mo kahit nga ganun yung score in the first set, 25-14. It's more about the score. Nakita mo rin naman talagang pinahirapan ng EAC makapuntos itong Adamson. But Adamson just proving to be a much formidable foe here. So set number 2 underway, nabitin. Palo doon ni Kat Almasan. So Adamson scoring the first point.
Adamson garnering the first points since the first set really proves that they really want this win to secure a spot in the quarters.
So it's a service ace para dito kay Angelica Alcantara, who's now the setter in this 6 nitong Lady Falcons. Will turn 22 years old this year sa darating na Nobyembre. Kamuntikan ulit doon. Napal, pumunta kay Gallardes. And Gallardes finds a spot. Cross-court hit there.
And I've noticed that one of those spots right there is that parang doon nagka-create ng miscommunication between the libero and the katabi ko.
So Alex Resumlabdev naman ang magsaserve para dito sa EAC, one of their rookies. Alcantara. Good setup job. It finds the line there. Ayesha Huegos.
Salvalosa thought it was going to be outside, misread that hit. Kahit ako din actually, kasi parang iba na yung kapa niya sa bola during that spike right there.
So actually, Alex Salvalosa bumalik na dito for EAC. Remember, she missed their first few games dahil nga mayroon siya iniindang knee injury na na-sustain pa niya around NCAA season 97. Good to be back here. Take a look once again. EAC manufacturing a point. As you see here, Napal now serving for the Lady Generals. Also had a good outing last game. Huegos from the right.
No blockers, that was just a free spike.
Libreng-libre. So it's 4-2 now for Adamson. Ito yung mention, isa pa sa mga pinsan ito nila Honey Turing. Good service. And
you've noticed they're all blockers yung mag-defense.
April Tagsip. It's now 5-2 here in favor of the Lady Falcons. EAC trying to play spoilers and end their campaign on a high note with a win. Samantala to Adamson trying to book their place into the next round. Combination play. Huegos once again.
That was a good combination play from Adamson. See the intent of Huegos right there. Just too hard for EAC to stop her.
And alam mo, kinausap ka natin si Lucille kanina, Lucille Almonte. So of course, Coach Jerry Yee coaching din yung CSB Lady Blazers as another service ace served up there. You know, going back to my point, Jeline, talagang nagsasawa na daw sila dahil laging CSB yung ka-tune up nila. But you know, kung meron ka mga ka-tune up, what better way for you to prepare yourself than kalabanin itong defending NCAA Season 97 champions, the CSB Lady Blazers.
And that's really good that they have access to that kasi not all the time you could invite teams over for tune-ups.
That's right. Easier said than done, but dug up well. Sayang. But EAC running out of real estate as Adamson now with an 8-2 lead here in set number 2. But first, let's take a look at that block of the set brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. We'll be back. Don't go away. At the Rizal Memorial Coliseum for Pool B action between the EAC Lady Generals and the Adamson Lady Falcons. Once again, ako po si Ken Pangalinan alongside Jeline Lucenio
And also working on the sidelines is Mikey Abweg and also sa ating uplive. Mapapanood nyo dyan si Kristen Chua at si Daphne Cristobal. 8-2 ang ating talaan, lamang ang Adamson here. At that time, may service error.
It's really important that after timeouts or huddles, you get to recuperate yourself in the service area kasi naiiba yung momentum pag nagsiserve ka na.
Nawawala yung rhythm mo minsan no? After a timeout. Gallardes with a good serve. Alcantara, punta kay Huegos. Alessia Huegos once again winding up and finding that spot. Wala na nagawa doon ang depensa ng EAC.
Making a name for herself dito sa second set.
Alessia Huegos, very young, 20 years old. So another service ace para dito sa Lady Falcons. So Alessia Huegos doing it on the attacks and also on the service line.
She's one of our young players here in the team, but she's contributing really well.
Almasan. Alcantara back to Huegos from the back. And the ball doesn't go over. 2-point goes to the Lady Generals. Alessia Huegos doing a splendid job so far, but meanwhile, we turn you over to Mikey Abweg for this report. Mikey?
With the Lady Generals still looking for their first win in the Shakey Super League, I asked team captain Kat Almasan on how she continues to lift up the spirits of her teammates. And she shared na tuwing nadadown sila ay gumagawa siya ng paraan tulad ng pagpapatawa. At sinabi niya nga na ine-enjoy na lang nila ang experience because they know that this will be a big help for their upcoming campaign in the NCAA. So let's see, what do you think will be the fate of the Lady Generals today, Ken and Jelena?
Thank you, Mikey. Nakita mo doon, si Quijano nakascore muli. And this bench really celebrating that point. Take a look once again.
You could really see that they're just enjoying this. Kasi nga sabi nila, they're in it for the experience. And those experiences could help them grow as a team and individually in the future.
Look at that! Nakagaluhan doon si Ben Deville. Cutting the lead down to 3 points. Take a look at that cool play of the set brought to you by RNB Milk Tea. Order now. I believe this is a 5-0 run para dito sa Lady Generals. Alcantara back set to Adolfo. Good dig by Almasan. But it's gonna be a free ball now for the girls in blue. Alcantara running set para dito kay Nwike.
She's one of those familiar faces that we see for Adamson here, my young Nike. One of the youngest as well. Still contributing. WAB actually, she played mostly on the opposite side. And she gets to be mixed with as a middle blocker.
Sa ito si Nwike, naalala ko. Magaling din tumiming sa block to despite not really that tall. Actually, Jeline, pag nakita mo yung history nitong Adamson, wala rin naman silang masyadong na-produce na tall players. But always, going back to Coach Dulce Pante days, yung signature talaga nitong Adamson, yung floor defense sila, always there. And that time, look at that 1-2 play for Alcantara.
Even their open spikers and opposite hitters, or even their middle blockers have good defense. They create well-rounded players actually. Yung nako-convert. You see that Lucila Monte was converted to a libero and then back to an open hitter in just a short time. She was able to do her job well, both.
Alex Casonefle with the point there. EAC Lady Generals, coached by Rod Palmero. They finished 2-7 in the elimination round. Actually, hindi maging maganda yung start kasi ng EAC. They really had a slow start, losing their first 5 games in the NCAA, but scored back-to-back wins against LPU and Letran. In particular, yung sa LPU, that really dampened itong Lady Pirates' hopes of going into that semifinal. So, maybe pwede rin nilang gawin dito sa Adamson, playing the spoiler role.
They're playing with nothing to lose here. So I think that's a good advantage for EAC.
That time, Adamson scoring that point. So 5-point lead muli para sa Lady Falcons. So the girls from San Marcelino stymieing the rally so far nitong EAC. Alcantara at the service line. At yun, naka-service ace ulit.
We've seen a lot of service aces from Adamson in this set. And lahat sila actually, they have good serves.
That's right. You know, going back yung pinagkikwentuhan natin, yung mga over the years, laging maganda yung floor defense, all-around play, nitong Adamson. Kung babalikan natin, Pau Soriano was a middle blocker, hindi rin ganun kalaki. But really effective, di ba?
Yeah. We can still see her playing in the Pro League. In her position still na, kung titingnan mo, the other teams have taller competitors in the middle blocking area.
Sa pag naalala ko kay Pau, palaban talaga. Nagipag-asaran yan kay Mitch Kumabaw, naalala ko. But meanwhile, Adamson up 16-10 here as we head into our second technical timeout.
Your Up Live host here at Shakey Super League, live at Up Live.
Pero guys, kasama nyo rin kami syempre on Facebook, on TikTok, and on YouTube. Kaya naman guys, don't forget to follow, subscribe, especially here in Up Live. All you have to do is download the Up Live application. And of course, follow nyo na yung Plus Network. Ayan, of course guys, mag-comment na kayo, how are you feeling? Ano ba yung expectations nyo na medyo alanganin ang EAC Lady Generals? Well, hopefully, makabawi talaga sila.
But more of that later. But first, back to the game.
You saw there si Kristen Chua at si Daphne Cristobal working the Up Live. And to download Up Live, type on your browser teeneuro.com/uplivessl and it will automatically bring you to Google Play or the App Store. You can also scan the QR code using your smartphone. Download Up Live now. So Adamson now with a 6-point lead, 16-10. Kat Almasan, actually maganda yung simula niya in the first set, racking up a bunch of points.
She's still playing here in the second set na parang hindi lang nangyari yung first set. Hindi siya napapagod. She's doing a lot for the team and as a team captain, that's a very good thing to show your teammates.
So nakikita mo yung demeanor niya, very calm, very steady, just doing it through her actions. At ito na nga siya, kaso nasupalpal siya doon. Manlapas, crossing it over. Adolfo from the left, and she's successful there.
Good blocking from EAC. Nasilip lang talaga.
Antoinette Adolfo with an impressive hit there, and the spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Rochelle lalong isip with a good serve. Manlapas over two blockers. Alcantara punta ulit kay Huegos. Not scramble para dito sa EAC, so free ball. At nag-capitalize naman doon.
The blockers actually slowed down that ball pero hindi nakabasa ng maayos. Maybe there was no coverage from that block.
Parang nahuli sila dun sa joust na yun. And nag-sip with that point. 18 serving 10 for the girls from San Marcelino. Good set but denied there. That time, it's out.
Salvalosa just really contributing here now. Kahit nakikita natin minsan, she's trying to slow down maybe because of her knee injury.
Coach Rod Palmero calling timeout. Let's listen in.
Kailangan natin, palo tayo na naman ng tama. Nawala na naman tayo. O, yung sistema ng pensa natin, wala na naman. Lalaki ng blocker. Nalagay mo sa gitna. O black ball. Kayo naman, okay lang naman sana naging ganun. May butas pa rin. Kung nakakita kayo ng kamay, sa harapan nyo. Gawin nyo ng paraan, mag-isip kayo ng paraan, hindi papaluin nyo lang ng basta-basta. Ano ba weakness kapag ay tinaas lang ang kamay? Ano weakness? practice ng itinataas ang kamay, paluin nyo sa dulo ng daliri, paluin nyo na malakas, patamahin nyo sa dulo ng daliri.
Jeline, you were nodding your head as you were listening to that Coach Roel Palmero timeout.
Actually, that was a good reminder sa girls kasi they're just putting out the ball there. Hindi sila masyadong nag-iisip kung saan nila dadalhin. Well, the coach was just telling them na kung hindi nyo kayang palusutin, try to get a check ball. Which is one of the options if you have a good blocking competitor.
And Coach reminding also his players not to deviate from their game plan. So din natin tawag na referee with net touch kontra dito sa EAC. Take a look once again. Ayun, tinamaan. After that wind-up. That hand of Kat Almasan touching that net.
Tinay niya siguro kabigin but hindi niya nakuha. Balik yung bola
Hindi
niya.
nabawi. So it's 2010, double-digit lead muli para dito sa Lady Falcons. Formento, pumunta ulit ka Almasan off the block.
Yeah, so you also see here that Kat Almasan, every time she has an error, she tries to make something next. Parang move on agad.
Hindi natitinag eh. And I remember, she was named the best player in one of their wins against Letran. She had 23 points. Saka maganda kasi kay Kat Almasan, she's not doing it sa atake lang. She's really having that solid floor defense. But that time, non-existent ang floor defense doon ng EAC.
It's a smart roll shot there from Adamson.
Take a look once again. Nakita ni Adolfo, may siyubang sa gitna.
Nag-campfire sila, hindi nila nakita kung sino yung kukuha eh.
Tagsip na with the service line. Check Reyes from behind. Alcantara, hinabol ang bola. Punta kay Huegos. Denied there. She tries again. Salvaloso was there. Back set to Manlapas. And it's out. Ooh! It's a check.
That was unexpected right there. Kasi akala nila outside na din eh.
Akala ko din kasi the line judge signaling na out. But apparently by check ball doon. Manlapas scoring. And now she's serving. But her team trailing by 9 points, 12-21. Alcantara. Pumunta kay Adolfo at nabitin doon.
She was actually in the right form, the right position. Tama naman yung timing niya. Baka siguro sa kapa niya sa bola. Kaya ganun.
If you're EAC, you have two lethal scorers in Kat Almasan and Check Reyes. Ano pa yung mga kailangan mo pang improve? Tingin mo, Jeline, if you're talking about itong Lady Generals.
Well, they have good spikers. Well, I think what they need to improve on is their plays. Kasi yun nga, sabi kanina ni Coach actually, it's with their plays na alam nilang matatangkad yung blocker nila in this side. Or hindi naman matangkad, but they're good in timing and positioning. Doon mo pa dadalhin yung bola. Parang tactics or like diskarte.
Kumbaga so far, very predictable kasi yung opensa nila eh. Nababasa mabuti nitong Adamson. And if you know, itong Lady Falcons, they're really a smart bunch. Lalo, you have Louis Romero there. Also have Lucille Almonte. Kat Almasan, tinawid ang bola doon. Hinabol. Alcantara, she goes back to Huegos and why not? She scores once again.
Reyes was there pero nakatagilid siya. And in defense actually, it's one of the things that you want to check is how you position yourself. Kasi minsan nakala mo magaan lang yung bola. Yun pala mabigat.
So now it's set point para dito sa Adamson and it's out. Talking about that serve.
3 point for EAC.
Actually, ito si Ina Banyares, their libero, also was converted dahil alam ko nung start nung season nila sa NCAA, she was an open spiker. But right now, she's playing libero for Coach Rod.
She's been doing okay actually with the absence of Salvalosa. Really contributing for the team. Commend her for that.
That time, Adamson finishing off this set number 2. So pareho ulit ang score, 25-14 as we head into our third set. Huwag po kayo aalis.
Shakey Super League, and now I am here with the super fans of the game, Weng, Glyza, Jao, and Jonah. So una sa lahat, anong team nga ba ang sinusuportahan nyo?
Siyempre, Adamson!
Bakit nga ba Adamson ang inyong sinusuportahan?
Since po Adamsonian kami and part din po kami ng Baby Falcons High School Volleyball Girls Team, sinusuportahan po namin mga ate namin.
So isang cheer naman dyan para sa Adamson! A-D-A-M! S-O-N! Adamson! Now, back to the panel.
Thank you, Mikey and Blues. We're our Shakey Super fans of the game, and it's brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Set number 2 highlights. So actually, itong Adamson jumped out to a 10-2 lead. But itong EAC racked up 5 straight points, cutting the lead down to 3. But Adamson just too much. Lumayo muli, especially towards the latter part of that set, Jeline.
It was actually an exciting set. And then we could see here that parang walang pinagkaiba yung first starting players ng Adamson and EAC from their second starting. Since it's the same score and parang the same run lang yung set na yun from the first set.
And you see here our numbers, yung discrepancy sa attacks. Adamson doing a better job, +6 sila doon, as well as the aces. At kita mo naman, fresh grad tong kasama ko, Jeline Lucenio, of course.
Thank you, Bo. Thank you.
Just graduated. And of course, in attendance, yung kanyang mga former teammates also playing for the NU Lady Bulldogs, Cham Cham Bahaya.
And Nicole Mata, shout out! Hey! Dito mo.
Ayan. So mamaya, pakita natin yan sila Cham Cham watching this game between EAC and Adamson. And this set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. So EAC naghahabol dito. What do they need to do if they want to salvage out this set, Jeline?
I'll just highlight again what Coach said with offense. Kasi masyado nga, sabi mo, nababasa sila ng madali ng Adamson. And I think that's one of the things that they have to work on if they want to win a game here in the prelims.
They actually won a set against San Sebastian earlier. Although they lost that in 4 sets.
And I think this team is a promising team. They're working on their things.
And this block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. You mentioned very promising naman itong EAC. Actually, nga binanggit nga natin, nanalo sila kontra sa LPU. Who's, as we saw here, Shakey Super League, not an easy opponent. Almost made the Final 4 and also tinalo rin nila yung Letran Lady Knights. But first, tignan mo natin another block this time para dito sa EAC, and this block of the set is brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now. Adolfo, cross-court hit, dug up well by Banyares. Almasan, Alcantara, she goes back row. At nabitin doon si Lalong Isip.
Lalong Isip is trying to go for that zone 5. Kasi yun nga dun, yung area na yun, palaging nagkaka-miscommunication yung libero and the defense. From the spiker.
Shek Reyes. Good serve. Alcantara pumunta muli kay Adolfo. Good first ball from Banyares. Manlapas. Tagsip, pumunta kay Huegos. And you could see Banyares really hustling from that back line. Tagsip, mistiming her jump. Formento, who will she go to? She goes back row. Alcantara. Kay Huegos muli, off speed. At that time, hindi na nabasa ng depensa ng EAC yun.
That was a smart play from Huegos. Nakita niyong matas na lahat ng taga-depensa ng EAC. So you just went for a roll shot. And as you can see, they're not actually using their first 6 here.
Right.
From Adamson.
Perhaps, tinitignan nila. Actually, marami rin kasi silang nilalaruan eh.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kat Almasan scoring there. Take a look once again at that spike of the set, brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. Alam ko tong Potato Corner may promo to eh. Kasi mag-a-anniversary na to eh. I think sa October 24 to 28, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
meron silang anniversary promo. But meanwhile, you see there Enrique drills it from the middle.
It was an exciting shot. Itong batang to binibigyan ng bola. No hesitation, papaluin talaga, no?
That's right. Yun nga, yung mga middle blocker na hindi naman katangkaran for Adamson but really effective. Signature talaga yan eh. Adolfo. Banyares really doing a great job pero hindi nagkaintindihan doon sa second ball.
Reyes was actually trying to push her para tumabi so that she could get the ball, but then it was down to communication again. Those are one of the small things that EAC needs to work on.
That time, not a good first ball. Nahirapan na doon si Ann Formento. So if Adamson wins, they would secure their spot in the next round. They will join Pool D top 2 placers. Itong FEU and DLSU. And hihintayin nila yung mananalo sa ating next match. UST kontra sa LPU. Meanwhile, look at that hit para dito kay Adolfo. Smashing through the defense, and this spike of the game is spike of the set rather is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
Drilling that spike right there, the floor of EAC.
Back set. Nakita mo doon, manlapas, good wind up, and good finish. Develop once again here. Hindi nabasa naman ang depensa ng Adamson but manlapas, just too much on that trip.
Yeah, and she actually saw that opening there at the back of the libero.
Alcantara, lumuhod. Pat nabitin doon si Enrique. So EAC early on this set, having an opportunity. Tabla tayo dito, 6-all. Of course, gusto natin batiin yung mga nanonood sa atin sa ating live streams, sa ating Shakey Super League social media pages, also on the Plus Network digital platforms. And yung mga gustong manood sa TV, you could watch it the very next day sa IBC at sa Solar Sports. Formento, punta kay Almasan. And nabitin rin siya doon. Not getting the ball over.
It's one of the errors that you don't want to commit if you want your team to chase the score.
And if you're EAC, kailangan mo bawasan yung mga unforced errors. Dahil wala na sa kalaban yan eh. It's all on you. Banyares, Formento, Almasan this time from the right, but the defense of Adamson working wonders there. Lalong Isip doing a great job here. 8-6 ang ating talaan as we head to our first technical timeout.
Kristen Chua.
And I'm Daphne Cristobal. Hello guys, how are you doing? Engage naman with us. Why don't you follow us here at Plus Network in UpLive? Well,
Guys,
nakita naman natin.
mag-download na kayo ng UpLive app now para makasama kayo sa chatter namin here sa comment section.
Well, actually, kanina nga nakita ko bumabati si Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany.
Hello,
Ayan,
Tiffany.
from Quezon City. Mag-read ka pa. I think meron pang mga nagpapa-shoutout dyan sa ating UpLive.
Meron dito, nag-arrive with a race car daw. Wow!
Ayan. Pero of course, guys, happy birthday to Jelina, our sports analyst. So, Jelina, kamusta ba ang iyong graduation?
It was okay. It was very fun. Another moment to step on and on to the next exciting future.
Of course, you saw there our two UpLive hosts, the Miss Pure Energy, si Miss Daphne Cristobal, and our newest member, Miss Kristen Chua. To download UpLive, type on your browser tineural.com/UpLiveSSL and it will automatically bring you to Google Play or the App Store. You can also scan the QR code using your smartphone. Adamson lamang dito ng dalawa, 8-6. Good block there by the Lady Falcons. And Formento trying for the 1-2. Banyares with a good first ball. Solid so far as the libero. Scramble at the net. Ito, chance ball para sa mga nakaputi. They go to Manlapas. Good rally we're seeing so far. Si Alcantara naman nag-try ng 1-2 at siya naman na naka-convert.
Fermento trying to do that right there kanina but wasn't successful. And here, Adamson with the jog.
Sabi ni Alcantara, ganito gawin yan. And that cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. Putting on a clinic. Banyares, nabitin na rin sa kanyang pagtawid ng bola doon. So 4 straight points for the Lady Falcons. Unti-unti na naman lumalayo sila dito. Remember, after this game, we will have that all-important matchup between the UST Golden Tigresses against the LPU Lady Pirates. Nuike with a quick hit.
You can see there actually na wala na siya sa tamang position. But she tried to do something out of that ball.
Only 5'8", 20 years old, but showing a lot of promise, a lot of grit. 5 straight points for the Lady Falcons. But a service error kontra dito kay Adolfo. Actually, one player na hindi ko nakita dito sa EAC Lady Generals is Jean Porto. Saka si Rhea Magalona. Those are actually two players na inaasahan dito ni Coach Rod Palmero. But perhaps trying to give others a chance to play here. But Mian Huike, back-to-back points. And now she's at the service line.
This girl right here is trying to just get a name for herself for Adamson.
Actually, I remember, parang nag-start din siya minsan last season sa UAP.
Yeah, that's right. And she also played, again, as an opposite hitter.
So one of those players that could play the middle position and the opposite spiker position. EAC naka-score na doon. Trailing by 4 points. This girl also started some games last season for EAC, talking about si Jenny Omapas. From what I remember, very first game nila, siya yung starting middle blocker din nila And EAC scoring another point.
I think the rule of Shakey's is a very promising rule since everybody gets a chance to be exposed, to experience how it really feels like to be inside the court. Kasi minsan yung tune-up games are like practice lang. Iba kasi yung pinapakita mong laro.
Alam mo, pinag-uusapan na rin lang natin yan, Jeline. Kasi nga, all 14 players from each team talagang paglalaroin yan. So, but meanwhile, for Adamson, it's another unforced error. You know, going back to my point, Jeline, who were some of the players na nagulat ka, uy,
Magaling pala to for that certain team. Kasi hindi lang natin nakikita.
Well, actually for me, it was, since ngayon lang siya lumabas, was Aimee Provido from LaSalle. Yeah. Because since we've seen in the UAP, starting 6 was Thea Gagata and Sharma. But
Yeah.
this player right here, parang rookie sila actually ni Angel kanina. Tapos, sila yung nagpumatak sa akin.
And ako naman, if you ask me, but first, tignan natin itong cool play of the set brought to you by RNP Milk Tea. Order now. You know, one surprise package is from Perpetual Help. That's Shai Omipon. Who she led itong Lady Altas to a 3-1 record. Good for top 2 sa Pool
Yeah.
A. Kala natin very first game niya, fluky, but just doing damage here. And for Adamson then, of course, we have new faces like Trisha Tubu, we saw earlier. Maganda yung pinakita. But here, mad scramble. EAC unable to put that ball over.
Lalong isip, just saw that there was actually a miscommunication there in the defense of EAC. That's why point si Lalong isip. She's actually one of those players na inasahan ng UAAP.
Right.
And she contributed well. Until now, actually. She contributes well.
And nakikita mo yung continuous strive for improvement.
Yeah.
You know, apart of course, syempre, you go into a competition to win. But apart from that, as a player, you really want to improve yourself after each game. Nakita mo yung progress mo.
Yeah. Continuous growth.
Of course, itong Adamson in transition phase. Dahil nga, Coach Jerry
New
just
coach.
inserted as their new coach, replacing si Coach Kichi Giron, who's also an assistant coach. Perhaps makikita natin mamaya, assistant coach for the UST Golden Tigresses. Kat Almasan off the block.
Taking advantage of that check ball, which caused miscommunication between the defense of Adamson.
And EAC trying to keep in step, only down by 3 points. 15-12. Check Reyes. What a denial there by the EAC Lady Generals. Look at that block of the set, brought to you by Peri Peri Charcoal Chicken and Sauce Bar. Order now.
You really see Kat Almasan here, still trying her best. Parang hindi kumukupas yung smile niya.
And it's rubbing off her teammate so far. Alcantara, punta kay Tagsip. Formento, hinabol ang bola, goes back to Kat. Formento, this time to Manlapas. Salvalosa sends it to Kat Almasan, off the block na naman.
He's actually applying what her coach told them in the first time out kanina. Utilize the check ball.
And you could see varying their attack there. Ito si Check Reyes was named the best player in their first win against LPU with 24 points. But that time, a service error, which brings us to our second technical timeout. Back with us here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum kung saan lamang 16-14 itong Adamson in set number 3. But this fun family piece of the game is brought to you
by Shakey. Super delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. So this has been the closest so far. Itong EAC.
We could really see them trying to get a set here or even win the game. Not losing hope.
And actually for Adamson, pinasok na rin si Louie Romero. Replacing ito si Alcantara at that setter position. You know, it's interesting to see. Kasi nga, Louie Romero is such a good setter na nasi-setup niya talagang mabuti yung kanyang mga spikers. Tingnan natin, ito panibagong mga spikers kasama niya dito.
That's right. Tas iba na kasi pag iba yung spikers, set of spikers mo, it's how well that setter knows that spiker.
On the other hand, makikita mo itong EAC Lady Generals gaining confidence. Look at that play once again. And makikita mo, Jeline, ang ganda ng plays nila so far dito sa set number 3.
Only 2 points behind.
This time they're being unpredictable. Nahirapan ng onte itong Adamson. Formento, nalaglag na yung towel niya doon. Tinapon na nga lang ni Manlapa sa labas. But play goes on. Wiki running attack. And that is good. And nakita mo yung setup job na ginawa doon ni Louie Romero. Take a look once again at that spike of the set. Brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now.
Pag nasa-set tong si Romero, parang chill lang siya, no? Parang sasabi, eto, wala, patayin mo. Ganun.
And Formento, also a good center para dito sa EAC. Take a look at that wonderful set to Roan Manlapas, down the line hit. Alam mo kung ang signature ni Ann Formento yung towel niya sa likod. Yung signature naman ni Louie Romero, hindi niya suot ngayon yung headband, di ba?
I also noticed that.
Hindi niya suot Minsan nga sa UAP, minsan suot niya, minsan hindi.
We saw there na parang natapilok si Romero from blocking.
But setting up well, ito si Enrique. Formento, who will she go to? She goes to Manlapas. And that time, it's an error kontra dito sa EAC. So you don't want those if you're Coach Rod Palmero. Lalo naghahabol kayo dito.
It's a touch net, I think.
And Coach Jerry naniniguro na dito. Pinasok na si Kate Santiago. Labas muna si Lalong Isip.
It's an important game for them kasi it will help them secure a spot for the quarters.
So important din, manalo ka either in straight or 4 sets. Nakasigurado ka na talaga. Kasi pag 5 sets, you only gain 2 points.
Yeah.
Tapos yung kalaban mo pa will get 1 point. But Adamson, 4-point lead. EAC not going away. But they will call timeout here. Let's listen in to a Coach Rod Palmero timeout.
Bulag. Bakit? Gumagalaw ka, hindi mo alam kasi yung ginagalawan mo. Binibigyan ka ng tiwala ng kasama mo, ang ginagawa, nakikinig ka ba? Binibigyan ka ng tiwala ng kasama mo, nagda-doubt ka sa ginagawa mo. Gusto mong pumalo, sabi mo, pero yung palo mo hindi nakikita. Nakapalo ka lang ng isa, dahil sinabi ko sa'yo. Pero sa dami na binigay sa'yo, kung hindi ko pa sasabihin, hindi ka papalo ng tama. Ang tamang pagpalo, mabilis, hindi mabagal. Diba? Naintindihan. Ha? Kunin natin yung tamang depensa sa net. Pwede. Ha? Nakaside agad yung isa kung hindi ka bablock.
What do you think of that timeout, Jeline?
I think ngayon na kasi na nakakapana nila yung offense nila. I think it's how they execute naman. Yung ni-remind ni Coach. And then, you have to gain confidence. Kasi sabi niya nga, parang bakit wala kang tiwala sa sarili mo na may tiwala naman yung teammates mo sa'yo.
So nakita natin kanina, Jeline, whenever they execute well, napakaganda talaga ng plays nila. Really a beauty to watch.
And they would get a point.
But Enrique, naregaluhan doon. Going back to EAC, nakita mo pag-execute ng play nila, hindi lang basta simpleng palo. It's always a good execution. But Meanwhile, this cool play of the set is brought to you by R&B Milk Tea. Order now. 21 serving 16. Formento. She goes to Kat Almasan. Right on cue. Nakita mo doon.
Took advantage na medyo malayo pa yung blockers ng Adamson sa net. Hindi nila masyado na calculate siguro yung layo nila.
Kat Almasan trying to will her team in this set. Romero, punta kay Kate Santiago. Uy, ang ganda! Nakapuntos pa si Salvalosa doon.
Didn't expect ng Adamson na babalik yung bola. Nika just actually laughing.
How often do you see a libero score on that point there?
That was not intentional actually.
May halong swerte na rin, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, sabi nga natin, a point is a point. Putting the lead down to 3 points. EAC not going away. And that time, check Reyes with a check ball.
Important to see that EAC, whenever they get a good first ball, they actually try to do something with it. And nakikita naman natin na pagpulido talaga yung first ball nila. Nakakapunto sila.
And you could see yung morale, yung body language. Ganda na, but Mary Anwique continuing her scoring ways in this set. So it's 22-19. Adamson inching closer to their third straight victory. Formento. Chance ball for Adamson. Romero pumunta kay Santiago.
That was a good setup for Santiago. Tingnan mo.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by Potato Corner, world's best flavored fries. Order now. At makita mo rin yung blockers ng EAC naninibago kasi Kaliwete yung nasa outside spiker position.
Which is a very rare thing to see.
Very tricky eh. But now it's match point for Adamson. We're trying to book a spot in Pool F. Formento, puntay, umapa, she's denied! And that is it! Adamson surviving a scare here in the 5th set. Winning it 25-19. And they win it in straight sets, 25-14, 25-14, 25-19. But a valiant effort for the EAC Lady Generals, Janine.
We commend them really for the good rallies and the good ball distribution. But umangat lang ng konti tong Adamson, which really they deserve kasi nag-work hard naman sila sa game na to.
Itong EAC, makikita pa natin bukas in our classification match. Samantala naman, the Adamson Lady Falcons will move on to Pool F here as they win it in straight sets. We'll pause for a break. Don't go away. Back with us here at the Rizal Memorial Coliseum at the conclusion of this game between EAC and Adamson as we take a look at our MVP of the match, brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. And your choice, Jeline? You saw here, ito nga, pinili mo, si Mary Anwique.
She's one of those younger players of the team, but you could really see her contributing well, like her seniors.
At kasama niya ngayon si Mikey Agbueg. Mikey?
Yes, I am now here with our Shakey Super League MVP of the match, May Anwique. So Mayang, ano sa tingin mo ang nagawa mong maganda today na nag-lead sa magandang performance mo?
Ang una pong ginawa namin is yung mag-focus po and maging, ano ba? Sorry po, maging aggressive po. Lalo na kailangan namin maging mabilis po sa mga plays and everything po. Yan.
Ngayon, ano naman sa tingin mo ang natutunan nyo as a team sa larong ito na madadala nyo pa sa next matches?
So as a team po, natutunan po namin na every game or every point po ay mahalagang kunin. Like, kailangan po namin magpursige palagi and maging composure as a team and as a group. Yun lang po.
Ngayon, meron ka bang gustong mga pasalamatan at batiin?
Mama! Nasa TV na ako! Hi Mama! Hi Papa! Hi sa Nike family, sa Bacante family, sa Ramirez family, sa lahat po, sa pamilya po ng teammates ko, ang coaches namin. And yun lang, Stan SB19, yun lang.
At iyan, dahil ikaw ang ating Shakey's MVP of the match, meron kang Shakey's gift certificate, super card discount, and freebies. Magpa-pizza ka naman, Mayang. Congratulations once again. And now, back to the panel.
Thank you, Mai. Alam mo, Jeline, parang yung si Mary Ann Wicked, ni-reserve yung energy niya sa pagbati niya sa mom niya. But nonetheless, of course, her mom really proud of her daughter. Napakaganda na kanyang performance here. As you take a look at some of the set 1 highlights, nakita natin Trisha Tubo and Kate Santiago, the two lefties, talagang starting out strong para dito sa Lady Falcons, winning that set 25-14. Pagdating naman ng second set, itong Adamson jumped out to a 10-2 lead. 5 straight points by EAC cut the lead down to 3 points, 10-7, but Adamson just too much. Si Juegos, nagpailala rin dito, also winning that set 25-14. Pagdating naman ng set number 3, ito nga Adamson and EAC, actually medyo dikit na itong set na ito, Jeline.
Yeah. Both showed a great defense, both on the net and sa floor. But we could see that Adamson really wanted to get this win. But nonetheless, EAC showed a lot of grit and effort.
Pinasok na nga si Louie Romero late in that set, and she towed Adamson to a straight sets victory, 25-14, 25-14, and 25-19. So Adamson will move on to the next round as you take a look at some of the numbers here, Jeline.
EAC just committing more errors, but in terms of blockings, they actually showed almost the same numbers. But lamang lang din tong Adamson sa aces. And I think if they push a little bit more on the attacks, they would have done a little bit better.
So Adamson finishing Pool B with a 3-1 record, samantalang EAC bowing out with a 0-4 standing, but nonetheless very valiant effort para dito sa Lady Generals, but coming up short here. But up next, the UST Golden Tigresses will take on the Lyceum Lady Pirates, virtually a knockout match here as we stay tuned here at the Shakey Super League. All to play.